Hello, everybody, and welcome to another thrilling edition of Round 6. We have matchups coming up that are going to be great fights. And one matchup that we want to talk about features a Beltway fighter. Yes, one of our world champions in the Beltway will be fighting a very dangerous opponent. So Shakur is a champion at 140 pounds. Richardson Hitchens is the other champion at 140 pounds. He's also on the undercard of the Barrios Garcia fight. But then the other gentleman that's a title holder at 140 pounds is somebody that you two guys and myself know quite well. And that is Antuanne Russell. Even though Gary Russell Jr. held the belt and was dominant in his time, people still look towards Antuanne like, ooh, wait until he gets out there and shows his thing. Can you talk about that a little bit, Digital?
That's exactly right. Ever since he was an amateur, and even with his brother going to the Olympics, and all 40 the brothers winning national Golden Gloves, everybody that I ever talked to talked about that Antuanne was the best of the bunch. He was the black bastard David Von Erich of the Russells, and because he was the best worker, and everybody said that, and so the ascension that he's given over the last few years, how quick it has been, but it's been expected by a lot of folks because everybody thought he was the best of the bunch.
You know, I've come to know Antuanne over the years, and he's an old soul type guy.
Always has.
You know, yeah.
Always
You
has
know,
been.
he's an old soul type guy. I remember when his father passed, and I did a 10 count at the home going, and they spoke. And out of all of them that spoke, his was the most poignant, I'll say. You know, and he connected it to life and empowerment, going forward, being grateful that he was in his life, and to carry on that legacy. I was like, wow, I don't know if I could have done that, you know, and he kept his composure. And when he had that split decision loss, I think it was, he took it in stride. He didn't pout. You know, he didn't say he was robbed. He came back stronger. So that tells me a lot about him. You know, that he can weather adversity, and he's looking forward to greatness. And I think he's on that path.
And fellas, this fight coming up is a major fight.
Okay.
Andy the Blade Hiraoka, he's from Japan. And he has quite a bit of notoriety in Japan as well for his fighting style. So one thing you might not know about the Blade is he trains out of the same gym as
Inoue,
the pound for pound monster. Trains in the same gym as Inoue. So that might lead you to believe that he is somewhat of an Inoue clone. He is not. But this guy controls you with the jab. He wants to keep you outside, but he throws a power jab. That thing is coming at you, and it's stiff. And so your temptation as a fighter is, what are you going to do? Are you going to stay outside because that jab is getting to you? He has no problem doing that. Very patient fighter. And he will bring his combinations from the outside. It is when you come forward to him is where he excels. Has a nice left hook, has a nice straight right hand. He has power in both hands. What's the risk reward for Antuanne taking on the Blade?
But I think the Russells, knowing who they are, they want to fight the best of the best. So I think that this is not a mistake for Russell to take this bout. I think he almost has to take, not almost has to, but I think it is a situation where he wants to take a bout that will show him how great he is if he gets by.
Yeah, ditto. They realize times are wasting, and other fighters are lining up to fight each other for big money bouts. And really, the destination is Saudi Arabia, okay? Because Turkey's willing to pay him, but you have to prove to him that you deserve that payday. And you're not going to get it fighting persons lesser talented than yourself that has no belts just to stay busy. It's a waste of time. So they realize they got to take the chance now to show the world that they deserve the mega bouts and the mega money that comes with those bouts. Hats off to them. Bring it home. You know, I don't know too much about Andy other than what you said, and that he's out of Inoue's stable. But I'm riding with Russell. I'm riding with Russell. I think he's going to weather whatever storm presents itself and use his own power to get the victory.
I think that Antoine's best shot might be to go back to the old Antoine.
I do too.
The bull.
That's right.
You know how he got that
Yes.
KO streak was he was like down the torpedoes full speed ahead.
Right.
You know, he was coming.
That's right.
He was a volume puncher and throwing a lot of punches. And sometimes, he would get caught, but most of the time he was so much better than the guy that he was fighting that he didn't have to worry about that. And he showed he had a good chin. This is my prediction. I think that this fight will be the best fight on the card. I think it will be the most competitive fight on the card. And I'm DMV. I'm down with Gary Antuanne Russell. Here's to Antuanne Russell following the game plan and putting on a performance that I hope, guys, will elevate him, Henry, to your point, into those big money fights. Because here's the thing. If he beats Hiraoka, that's the best win at 140 other than Shakur beating Teo.
That's right. I agree.
That's going to do it for this edition of Round 6. Thank you so much. If you like what you saw, please subscribe. Leave your comments. We'll check them out. We'll read them. And join us next time for another thrilling edition of Round 6.